I'm sorry to be the one to break this to you, but if you're selling a digital product and you're using a bunch of tools here, there, everywhere to operate your digital product sales, you're already killing your margins. So basically, you're doing it wrong. And today's video, I'm going to show you how I was able to use GoHighLevel, a all-in-one platform, to be able to host my digital product, my funnels, the forms, the quizzes. I was finally able to say goodbye to all these other third-party tools that would connect everything together. And also with that, I was able to blast my margins. So by the end of this video, I'll show you exactly A to Z what you need to do, how to do it to be able to run a successful digital product. By the way, welcome back to the channel. This is Emil, your host. And in this channel, we focus on putting more money in your pockets by using GoHighLevel. And if you like these types of topics, hit subscribe because my philosophy is to over deliver you guys with value. My only request, obviously, is if you are not currently a user with GoHighLevel, linked in the description, you get an extended 30-day free trial with my affiliate link. And if you do find this video useful, I highly suggest you also hit the like button. Let me know what you liked in the comments. If you're already a high-level user and you want to upgrade your plan, you could do so with the link in the description as well. You're going to want to stay until the end for this video because you are going to get an amazing amount of value and for free. Let's hop into it. Before starting, let me tell you what we're going to be doing in this video so that you have a fully operational digital product launched on GoHighLevel. We're going to have to create a form, a calendar specific to the digital product, a quiz, a funnel, where to host the course, and the payment. And believe it or not, again, this is all going to be done in-house with one platform, and it's not going to cost you anything to operate as opposed to any other third-party tool. Because by the way, GoHighLevel is only $97 a month, and you're going to have everything in that. Cool. First of all, we're going to head on over to sites and then forms, and we're going to do add form, start from scratch. For the purpose of this video, we're going to keep it simple. Obviously, you could be selling a digital product for any type of company or any type of business niche. In this scenario, we're not going to niche down. We're just going to say in general. So obviously, the form is going to be to get more information about the client so that when they find your ad on Facebook, if you lead them to your landing page, they can have the form so they can submit their information. This is only in a situation where you don't do a lead form native from Facebook. This is the only thing. Other than that, I do suggest you do a form from Facebook that asks qualifying questions to your ideal prospect. My recommendation when you do ads is that you limit it to maybe maximum 5 questions before asking for their personal information to get in contact with them. Next step is that you want to connect the form to an opportunity. So you're going to have to build an automation for that. We're going to head on over here to automation. We're going to, obviously, I do always recommend create a folder for the specific type of business you're trying to automate. The trigger over here is going to be Facebook lead form submitted. You can select the page over here that's connected to your account where you're running your ads. So you can save trigger. And then over here, you can also do form submitted and choose the form that we built out together. After that, we're going to have an automation where it's going to be creating the opportunity. Obviously, you can select a pipeline that you want. Let's say this one. You can call it a lead and then save action. Following that, we can have internal notification to be notified. It could be by email. And then we have the information over here. I have a bunch of tutorials about how to build workflows that you can check out in my channel. For the purpose of that video, I just wanted to run the basics. Awesome. So now that you know that your leads are going to go into your pipeline automatically, let's run a different scenario. Let's say they're going to opt in directly from your funnel that could be also connected to a Facebook ad. What you would need in this instant would be a quiz and a calendar. So we're going to go on to sites, we're going to do quizzes, and we're going to create a quiz. And FYI, a quiz is meant to replace JotForm. If you're familiar with JotForm, It's a form builder, third party, that usually costs money as well, depending on how many forms you want to build. High Level has it integrated in some way in the platform. Rather than spending outside, you have it already in your $97 a month. So over here, you can actually have a single choice, multiple choice, yes, no, short answer, long answer. You want to put a number, single drop down, multiple drop down. You can have full name, first name, for last name, date of birth, phone, email. You can have the address, city, state, country, postal code, organization, website, text box list, rating, text, HTML, CAPTCHA, source, TNC, score, image, file upload, monetary, date picker, signature. So you have an unlimited amount of options. You can also choose from your custom fields. So what that would do is when people answer these questions and submit, the custom fields are going to be mapped automatically. So let's say this is done. This is what it would actually look like in action. In this scenario, this is what I built out for a digital product to help real estate agents add more additional gross commission income. So this form was built from GoHighLevel. So asks a few questions, you do next. So this is embedded onto the funnel and you can answer those questions. And ultimately what it does is that when they're done submitting, it takes them to the next step. So this is what it looks like in action. Once you're actually done with it, all you need to do is head on over to the funnel and you're going to have it added over there. But before the funnel, it would be important to build a calendar. So you're going to head on over to calendars, calendar settings. You're going to do new calendar, going to do a personal booking, and you can call this digital product name demo. So this is going to be a demo that you're going to have to a potential prospect, whether it's going to be you or your closer. You're going to have someone there trying to close the prospect for the high ticket product. So once you have the calendar built in, you're going to save and then you can go into the funnel builder. So over here, we are in the funnel builder. So as you can see, there's a bunch of call to actions. There's the main headline, the sub headline, you get another call to action. Don't forget that when you have a button, you can decide what happens when they click. So it actually takes them to the step of the video sales letter page. Let's head on over to the video sales letter page. And there it is. You get here, you can embed your video sales letter, and the options are going to be either YouTube, Vimeo, Wistia, a custom embed, HTML5, hosted video. So in this scenario, I actually put the video in Wistia and I brought it over here. So then after the person watched the video sales letter, they get a call to action, which is get a price, and it's going to actually take them to the next step, which is a lead capture page. Now that you have the lead capture page, you can actually, let's say over here, I didn't save it, but you can delete this. You can add a survey over here. So let's say this is a different survey that I have, but you can actually have it over here. So now this is embedded. It's as simple as that. All you need to do is save and preview and you're going to have it over here. So now what we can do when we submit over here, we can actually decide the redirect action. So once it's submitted, what do we want to do? Well, we're going to do go to next step. And then the next step is going to be over here. The next step is a booking page. This is where calendar that we built is going to come in handy because you go over here, we can do this. This again, it's a different calendar that I have, but ultimately the calendar is going to be embedded over here. And also adding the little message of please give a few seconds for the calendar to load is going to be a very important thing. So then when the person books on the calendar, we can do again a redirect action, which is sending them into a thank you page. On the thank you page, you say congratulations, you're booked. A little message about please watch the video below before your call. This will make our conversation more productive and ensure you get the best possible outcome. And again, another video sales letter. Awesome. So now that you built the funnel, you built the forms, you built the survey, you've built the automation behind the whole product. Now you have to actually create the payment. So what you're going to do is you're going to go under payment, you're going to do products, and you're going to create a new product. We're going to call it digital product name. You're going to describe what it is, select the tax, attach tax rates that you want. You can add the logo of the digital product company. You can do a one-time payment and say, let's say it's $8,000. Don't forget at the agency level to connect to the payment processor. You can make it searchable online as well, and then you're going to hit save. Now that it's saved, we're going to create a payment link. We're going to go over here, digital product name, call to action pay, powered by whatever company you want to name it. So we're going to do powered by a digital product, and then we're going to do save. We're going to go over here, copy it, boom, you have your digital product link. Technically, once you actually close the client in front of them, you're going to be able to use that payment link for them to pay. You can also have an automation built out for them to fill out a contract. So you can do a new contract template. You build out your new contract template over here, digital product. And obviously you can use ChatGPT to build out the contract over here. And the way you do it is you add an element, you do text. This is digital product contract. And then you add the contract info over here. And then once this is done, you can always add an image over here on top, and this is going to be your logo. And then after that, you can have a signature requirement over here, the sender, and then you can have another signature over here. It's going to be the contact. So you save. Now we can get this automated as well, which could get pretty interesting. We can go into automation, create a workflow. Again, put it in the right folder if you want. I'm not going to do all of that right now, but the trigger is going to be documents and contract template is digital product contract, status is completed, save trigger. What we're going to do is we're going to do send invoice from the user invoice template. Obviously here I didn't create it as a template. I just created it as a product, but you can do that under payments. And then we're going to do save action. Obviously it wouldn't work out right now, but once you pick out the template, you save action, and this is actually going to be automated once you publish and save. And now what you're going to do is you're going to head on over to memberships, courses, products, and you're going to create a product. You're going to do start from scratch. You can have build your own course over here, and you can actually grant access to your client once they are in. That way, you're able to host your whole digital product in one platform only and make millions of dollars, being at the pinnacle of profit margins that one could ever have just because you switched your operations to this product. That was it, guys, for today's video. I hope you found it very useful, and I hope I was able to convince you to take your operations to GoHighLevel. Anyways, I'm pretty convinced about it. It has changed my life. I hope it can change yours. If you're looking to start, linked below, you can actually get 30 days extended free trial. Hit the subscribe button if you liked it. Like the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.